Hey, hello everyone. Welcome back to SphereSkill Technology, empowering tomorrow's learning. Today's session is special revision class where we are going to revise the entire module 6, including charts, visualization, dynamic chart, dashboard formatting, and dynamic dashboard building, all in one place, right? So in a single session, we are revising everything what we have learned across in module 6, which includes your basic chart, advanced chart, dynamic chart, formatting of dashboard, and building dynamic dashboard using a pivot table, slicer, and live data. This revision will help you connect all the concepts together and build your confidentiality in a real world to help you build the Excel dashboards, right? So before we begin the revision, let me remind you of something very important. All the sessions, workbook, practice files, dashboards, and templates and examples are available in our SphereSkill Knowledge Hub. So please find the link in the description and you can access SphereSkill.tech website. You can either register or sign up and create a free account using your email ID, log in into the portal, access the Knowledge Hub, which I am showing you on the screen. Select the Excel course module 6, where you can able to find the all the charts, dashboards, and the dynamic dashboards workbook, right? So this will help you practice along with us and revise anytime. If our sessions are helpful, you feel you are getting improvement, please do subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon and give me a like, right? So this will help me motivated. We'll have a sessions together so you never miss our upcoming practical sessions. To stay connected with us, please follow me on Facebook and also on our WhatsApp learning group, and all the links are being shared in the description, so you can find all the links over there. So let us get revised the entire module 6 and let us get started, guys.
SphereSkill Technologies, empowering tomorrow's learning.
Welcome back, guys. So we are in module 6, the revision. We are going to cover the entire chapter. In the session 1, we have seen what is our basic chart, that is your column, bar, pie, line, and area. And by section 2, we have seen our advanced chart, your combo chart, sparkling, waterfall, and we have seen session 3 with using dynamic charts, using a table and numbered range. What is the difference between these two? And in session 4, we have seen a formatting of dashboards, creating live and dynamic dashboards using your pivot table, by creating a pivot table and then dynamic value we have used, right? So let us see one by one. That is from your session 1. What is your column, bar, and line and area and pie? That is what we have seen. So how we have created? We have created a table. So the table, we have provided the named range. So that is your naming to the table. So once the table is having a name, we are created a pivot tables, right? So how did we provided the name for this? By selecting the uh, data, raw data, and then go to insert and then create a table first. After going to the table creation, then you can provide the table name by going to the design, right? So that is how we have provided the details. So I will zoom and show you one. So we have our design here. So with this design, we are going to the sales record, right? So with the sales record, we have actually what we have done. We have created the name and named range, and then so how do we create the pivot table? By going to insert and then pivot table. So select the data table where we have and select it and insert pivot table. We will get the details of the table what is been selected, and we will get the pivot table here. So with the pivot table, we will be selecting what is the required cells and details. So I have already prepared, and based on that we will revise it. So I have created a month-wise what is the sales and then details of electronics equipment, and what is the total average which is been created on the month-wise for the pivot table, right? So for this table, we have created a line chart. So how do we created this line chart? So where we have to go? We have to go to insert and then select the first pivot table, and so go to insert, and where you will get the line chart here, right? So that line chart you can able to bring it where you can see the month in one axis, and then the sales number of units sold is in the another axis, and you have a region wise filter where you can able to filter it based on the region or based on the product also. Okay. So for the trend analysis, what we have done, we have created a profit versus your employees, and month wise we have prepared the data, and we have created the bar chart, right? So how can we create the bar chart? We will go select the pivot table, and then we will go insert, and here we will have the bar chart where we can able to select the 3D charts, right? So based on that, we get what we get in the month versus your employees. So your x-axis is your employee details, month wise what is the volume what they have sold, and you can able to filter the details with respect to specific employees also. So that is how you will get it in a specific data range of volume. So that is your bar chart. And going forward with the pie chart, so what we have done, we have created a data table for profit and revenue, what is being made and what is the summary of the cost, for which we have gone into insert, and where we have a pie chart available here. So we can have a different type of pie charts available, right? So which will give you a clear instruction of what is the percentage amount of volume of sales has been done by which employee, right? So you can see in here this particular user Nitya who has done a bigger volume of sales, and here the one person Ravi has done the a bigger volume of sales than Nitya, right? So that will help you to identify and compare and provide you the pie chart. Next in our module, we have seen our area. So what is area? We will see this. So let us select the data what we want for creating area, and go to insert, and so this is your area chart, which gives you the total area of how much it is been covered, and the sales or the profit used by in employee wise, right? So that is your area chart. Next we will see what is combo chart and sparkling, waterfall, histogram and Pareto chart that we have covered in our session 2. So what is a combo chart? It is a two different type of chart in one visual. So that is your combo. So we are having a combo here. So we are having a area and also a bar chart combined together, which gives you what is your sum of revenue and sum of target, right? So this is your sum of target, and what is your sum of revenue, which is being generated to give you a comparison between two different chart. We will be using a combo chart, right? Next, what is sparkling? Sparkling is a small chart or a representation of a trend analysis between the cell. So that is what a sparkling it is. So how do we create the sparkling? So we will select what is the trend we require, and based on the trend, we will go to insert. Here we will be having a sparkling data. So you guys can see here sparkling. I will show you one second. So we have used the column to represent here. So what we have done based on the volume of the data what we have, and the trend analysis is been provided. Even we can able to have a line analysis also. So shall we see what is the line analysis? So for the data what we have, so how do we do that? So line analysis, and where we have to do it, onto the next cell. So that is how we have got the line analysis here. So we have seen what is sparkling and what is our waterfall chart. And it shows the initial value change with the positive or negative range and decides you to help where is the trend available, right? So for this we have selected the data, and from which we have inserted the waterfall. So how can we insert waterfall? Insert, we have a waterfall here in our uh, section here, waterfall. So this chart used to show the cumulative effective of a series in a positive or a negative trend. So what we have prepared for the waterfall chart, user wise, what is the number of units sold, and it is being arranged in a sequential manner with the user who is going with the positive trend. So that is how your waterfall will be helping you across. Next, what is a histogram? Histogram is a grouping number of data range bins which shows you the frequency, what is the further frequency where it can able to reach. So we are seeing the histogram for the revenue and the sum or the profit. So in which we can able to find the trends further. That is what the use of the histogram. And we will see what is the Pareto chart. So Pareto is a 80 bar 20 rule. So where the bar chart frequency and line chart is a cumulative, which will show you what is the 80 percentage of the principal and 20 percentage of your uh, CAS. So what is the CAS analysis? We will be able to find it. So here we have prepared the data in respect to what is the total number of issues and the complaints. So based on which we have got what is the Pareto line here. So this line will be available for us to identify what will be the complaint ratio raised against each and every late delivery. So that is how we have identified our Pareto. So how do we insert it? Insert. We will go to your. So we will have a insert and then Pareto here. So use this chart to show the relative portion for each factors that gives you the total of the value. It gives the most significant factor in the data. That is what the Pareto is used for. Okay. So that's how the session 1 and session 2 we have seen what is the importance of the graph and different type of charts available and how do we use it based on the trends and the use cases. So now we will go to the session 3. Guys, in session 3, we have covered the topic for tables, using tables and named range. How can we prepare the sales dashboard and revenue trend analysis and the product comparisons and the management presentation. So this is what we have prepared. So we have prepared a table here. So this table we have provided the name and based on which we have prepared our dynamic chart. So what will happen when we want to insert a additional column or additional details, the dynamic chart will automatically include those things. So that is the functions of your table, right? So your characteristics of a table, even a line or a column is added, the dynamic chart will automatically include such imports of you into your table. So that is your table here. And when you are having a named range, so you are created a named range. So based on the named range selection, so automatically the charts will get vary. So that is how your dynamic value for a named range will be appearing, right? So that is how this dynamic value will be appearing. So what is the difference between a named range and also a table we have seen? So as a table, it auto expand. Named range, no, it will not auto expand. It is user interaction for named range, whereas table is not with the user interaction, because in a named range user is selecting what is been required. Based on that the charts is getting generated, right? Whereas in your dashboard you will be having a much more importance with the named range. So that is why we are going through with the named range detail. And one in terms of complexity, the table is very easy because once you create the table, it has its own properties and characteristics of it, which will automatically adjust it to that. Whereas in the named range, it is a typical situation where you have to create each and every names and formula. So based on that, your named range will be created. So list you can able to create it based on the list of the selection. You can make the changes to the property. So in our session 4, what we have seen is your dynamic dashboard using your pivot table. So what we have created a raw data. So that data from this raw data, what we have done, we have created a pivot tables. So number of pivot tables we made it, and we have created the number of charts. So how we have prepared the pivot table? So pivot tables, I will zoom it and show you. So we have created a revenue by month, revenue by region, profit by department, compliant analysis, and then sales product. So these are the details we have created, and we created a slicer and the timeline. So slicer you can able to get it from insert by selecting the pivot table. Okay, so you will be having a slicer section here. Go to home, you will have a pivot table. So in the pivot table you will be getting a slicer. So you are having a insert, select the pivot table, and you will have a slicer. You can select the slicer what you want based on the number of details which you require from the pivot table. And what we have done, we have created a interconnection between these two slicer. So by showing the details, right? So we went to the details of it, and then we have selected what are the interconnected details which we want, right? So all the pivot tables we have connected together, and what we have done, we have made the multi-selection features also. So how do we have achieved the multi-selection features? We have a multi-select option. So when we select the multi-select, automatically the records will be changing across, right? So when we have a multi-selections in place, once you select a record, automatically all this will get filtered. So we will clear all the filters now. How can we clear it? So we have an option here. I will zoom it. So we have options here. So we can able to select that option and then clear the data what is being provided. Okay, so I'm trying to fit this screen into one view. So here we will see now a selection of the month what we want. So what we have selected now, excluding January, multiple selection February, March, April is what been selected, and I will exclude North region here. South and West is been selected. So here we have finance is excluded because finance is not a part of this particular region. Finance is coming under North, so that is been excluded. Now we have a product of a laptop, monitor, and mobile. So I want to see what is the sales of laptop alone. So what we can do, we can able to remove other things and we can include only laptop. So now we have only laptop which is been in the sales record, right? So that is how your live dashboard can be built across. So this is what we have seen in the last 4 sessions by giving you an introduction to your visuals and charts, and then till how the dashboard is being built. Thank you so much for watching and learning with SphereSkill Technology. We truly appreciate your time and support, and we hope this Module 6 revision from charts to live dashboard helped you gain confidence in Excel. If you found this session useful, then please do like this video, subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon to stay updated with our upcoming sessions. Yeah, and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Your supports motivate us create more practical and easy to understand learning content. Once again, thank you for being part of SphereSkill Learning community. Until then, happy this learning. Is me, Jeyganesan, signing off for today. Video.